Shopping is one of the most popular activities for travelers and locals alike, and in the Twin Cities area of Minnesota, you'll find one of the premier shopping locations around that features its own indoor theme park. We'll discuss how this park was themed to a comic strip created by a local artist, how one of its rides still pays tribute to local folklore, and how the first shot of a television war took place just outside of the park on this episode of Coasting with Culture's Cultural Connections. In Bloomington, Minnesota is one of the meccas of shopping, the Mall of America. Today, the mall features over 500 different stores with several million square feet of retail space. In the center of the mall is the popular indoor theme park, Nickelodeon Universe. But before you could visit with the characters from the popular children's television channel, there had been a number of changes to the site over the years. The location of the mall sits on the site of the old Metropolitan Stadium, the former home of both the Minnesota Vikings football team and the Minnesota Twins baseball team, before they moved to the Metrodome in 1982. After the closure of the old stadium, the site would be reused for the Mall of America, and today there are tributes to the old venue. On the ground near the SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge roller coaster is a plaque that shows where home plate was located. In the opposite corner of the park, there's a single red chair on the wall, and that shows the location of Harmon Killebrew's longest home run that was hit in the ballpark at a distance of 520 feet. When the mall first opened, the amusement park inside of it was called Knott's Camp Snoopy. It was managed by the company that owned California's Knott's Berry Farm and was themed after the Peanuts comic strip created by Minneapolis native Charles Schulz. There were several tributes to the beloved comics through decorations as well as ride names, such as their wave swinger style ride, which was called the Kite Eating Tree. After Knott's Berry Farm was acquired by Cedar Fair, the Peanuts characters would be utilized at all of their parks, and eventually the contract to manage the theme park inside Mall of America ended, which would lead to the park going through a more generic name of the Park at MOA. This didn't last long though, because less than 2 years later, it would be rethemed as Nickelodeon Universe. Existing rides would be given new names based on Nickelodeon properties like SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly OddParents, and Dora the Explorer. As part of the makeover, they also installed additional rides. While many of the existing rides were rethemed, one attraction remained pretty close to its original self, and that is the Log Chute, previously known as Paul Bunyan's Log Chute. The ride was kept the same because of its Minnesota theming and the connection to the folklore of the giant lumberjack with the state. When riding, you can still find a Knott's logo from the days in which it had been Knott's Camp Snoopy. At the rotunda of the mall, just on the east side of the park, would be the site of the start of a war, the Monday Night War of professional wrestling. In 1995, World Championship Wrestling held the debut episode of Monday Nitro in this spot, and that would lay the groundwork for the competition for ratings with the World Wrestling Federation's Monday Night Raw over the span of the next few years. This show featured major names in pro wrestling such as Sting, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and Lex Luger, who had just been working with the opposing promotion. His appearance was the biggest shock of the night. Have you ever attended a special event at a theme park? What kind of special events have you attended? Share your experiences in the comment section below, along with any other cultural connections that you know of for Nickelodeon Universe at Mall of America. Thank you for watching this video from Coasting with Culture. If you haven't already done so, please consider clicking that subscribe button down below if you'd like to see future videos. You can also find Coasting with Culture on Twitter and Facebook as well. And of course, for more travel experiences, visit coastingwithculture.com. Until next time, take care and safe travels.